Hey ladies, this is going to be the third and final video in the Getting Started on Poshmark series that I have done here for you. So this is the third video. So if you haven't seen the other two, if this is the first one, there's two other ones on my channel. The first one was basically getting set up and getting started on Poshmark, listing your items, using the description, making sure you have good pictures, so on and so forth, getting you ready to actually sell. The second video that we did was sharing. That's basically how you get those items out to your followers. This third video that I'm going to do, I'm going to cover basically everything else that you need to do in order to stay in Poshmark's good graces with the algorithm. Nobody knows what the algorithm is, but I assume that if you do all of the things that would qualify you to be a Posh ambassador, you're pretty much staying in the good graces of Poshmark, and they will make sure that your stuff gets seen. So we're going to go over that today. If you have any other questions about Poshmark that I don't cover today or that I didn't cover in the other two videos, go ahead and leave a comment below, a question below, and I will try to get that answered for you in the comment section, or if there's enough of them, I'll just make another video. So I've got my little iPad down here. That's why I keep looking down, because I just want to make sure that we hit all of the bases. So like I said, last week we hit sharing, community shares, and self-shares. Community shares are a goodwill gesture, and it also helps get people to your closet, which is what you want. If you share other people's things, they will therefore hopefully share some of your things back, which gets them into your closet. And if they start looking at things to share and they're like, oh, I like that shirt, they'll start snooping around your closet and maybe they'll buy something. Self-shares, that's the most important. That's going to get your stuff directly out to your followers and out to the parties, okay? You want to make sure that you have and are sharing new poshers. So what I do for new poshers is I take about 5 minutes every night and I go to the just joined category, and I literally just follow like 1,000 people in the just joined category. And sometimes when I'm going down and I'm hitting, follow, my finger slips and it pulls up their account. And if it pulls up their account, oh, they just basically drew the lucky number, and I share a couple of their things. And then I go back and I just keep follow. The next time somebody's profile pops up because my finger slipped, I just share one of those things. It's totally random. Probably super dumb, but whatever, it works. I have a lot of new poshers shared. The minimum that you need to be a Posh ambassador is 50. I have over 1,000. So you want to keep your available listings up. To be a Posh ambassador, you want a minimum of 50 listings. It takes a while to get there, to get 50 good listings. Right now I have 229, which is low as far as I'm concerned. I usually get the most sales when my listings are up between 250 and 300. I did have a windfall of sales a couple of weeks ago, though, or maybe actually I should say a couple of days ago. So that brought me down, and frankly, I've just been too busy and too tired to list more stuff, but I really need to get on that so I can get those sales back up and going. You need, like I said, 50 available listings to be a Posh ambassador. Your sales, obviously you need a minimum of 15 sales. You'll get there. It just happens. Just price your stuff right, get 15 sales. You know, try to make sure that you're selling great quality stuff so you get 5-star ratings, 4 stars at a minimum. So that way, because you need a 4.5-star rating to be a Posh ambassador. Right now, I have a perfect 5-star rating with 494 items sold, which I'm super happy about. But the first time someone leaves me a 4 or a 5-star rating, it like drops to 4.9, and it seems like it takes forever to get back up to a 5-star. So I try to do the best that I can to make sure that I keep my 5-star rating. I don't know why it matters to me so much, but it does. But you want to make sure you have at least a 4.5. Your average ship time should be less than 3 days. My average ship time is 1.1 days, and I really think that that contributes to my 5-star rating, because literally, if I make a sale tonight, it goes to the post office. Like, I drop it in the blue box first thing tomorrow morning, and then it ships out. Usually I get a tracking notification around noon or so. People aren't buying stuff so that they can wait 2 weeks to get it. They're just not. They're buying stuff and they want it delivered within the next 3 or 4 days. You know, if they didn't, they'd go shop on Amazon or something. You know what I mean? If they, you know, I guess I should say they could go shop on Amazon and get their stuff in 2 days. So you want to make sure that you're at least competing with that. I know that a lot of people can't get to the post office every single day, but did you know that since we are shipping priority mail, since Poshmark gives us a priority label, you can actually have your mailman come to your door and pick those things up off your door. Okay, so there's really no excuse. Package that crap up, get it on your doorstep, get on the little post office app, and ask for a pickup next day. Done. I like to be a little bit more in control of it, and I've got a blue box literally a block away from my place of business, so I like to go drop it in there. I'm not a huge fan of leaving things on my doorstep because, you know, I live in one of those neighborhoods that tends to have porch pirates every once in a while. Yeah, I know. Okay, so ship time, and then the last thing that you need to be a Posh ambassador, which I believe would probably help in the algorithm, is love notes given. So that means you're gonna have to buy something. So just go, you need one love note to qualify to be a Posh ambassador. I've given 26, but I don't do a whole lot of shopping on Poshmark, but every once in a while I need something. Poshmark is the first place that I check. Like, I had some boots that were fraying and I needed some new black leather boots. And instead of spending the $350 at Nordstrom on the ones that I absolutely loved, I'm on a budget. We'll talk budgets and finance next month, but I'm on a budget right now, but I needed the boots, so I found a really great pair of boots on Poshmark for like $50, and they're leather, they're Diva boots, they're really great quality. Could not be happier with them. So anyway, leave the love notes. So when you get your package, you open it up. If you're satisfied with it, if you love it, leave your seller 5 stars and then go into the little comment box and just say, I love them, they're great, or perfect color, or you described them perfectly, or whatever the case may be. That's a love note. Or just say, I love you, peace. So that is it. That's everything that you need to be a Posh ambassador, and that is everything that I believe that you need to be successful on Poshmark. There are things that I do every single night to make sales. I don't know if I mentioned this in any of my other videos or not, but I make probably, well, I get from Poshmark probably $1,000 a month. Now, if I take out the money that I spent on my retail arbitrage, like, you know, going to Ross and Marshalls and getting stuff to sell and getting stuff from my LA wholesaler to sell, I probably make, after those expenses, about $800 a month. And that's pretty regular for me. And the way that I started getting those regular sales is literally I just started following people like a madwoman to get them to follow me back. Now, I think I'm following right now. Of course, I hit the wrong one. Let me just go back to my closet. I am following 161,000 people. And I have probably gained half of those. I probably started following half of those people in the last 2 or 3 months. And believe it or not, the last 2 or 3 months is when I've had my highest, most consistent sales. Because when I first started doing the following like I was a madwoman, I probably had about 40,000 followers. Well, now I have 97,000 followers. And it's because I've just been more active following people. You know, it is what it is. The more followers you have, the more people see your stuff. The more active you are on the app, the more people see your stuff. You need to work this app. Like I said, I go through phases. When I'm doing my best, I'm consistently spending 1 to 2 hours every single night on Poshmark. I've been letting off the gas a little bit lately. Just been so busy with my other businesses. But you know, it'll come around. It comes around in phases. Usually around the 15th of the month is when I have my most of my sales. I really work the 15th of the month. A lot of people get paid on the 15th of the month. I will let you in on a little secret. this is what I do. Around the 12th or the 13th of the month, usually about the 13th, I go in and I lower all my prices by 10%. Okay, so then everybody who likes my items or who likes those items gets a notification saying that I lowered the price 10%. And then that kind of puts that item that they have liked top of mind. Then on the 15th, as early as I can in the morning, I go in and I send offers to likers, 10% and just a small discount on shipping, the smallest one, on every single one of my items. Now it gets really crazy because that's like 269 items that I'm doing offers to likers on. But I end up getting probably about 20 sales on the 15th of every single month when I do this. There's something to it, ladies. There's something to it. Use that. Figure out when people are getting paid and work around their payday, because a lot of people, unfortunately, still live paycheck to paycheck. And when they get that paycheck, that's their spending money. And you know, if they have anything bundled or if they have anything, you know, saved for likes, you want to be the first one to get that offer to them. And, you know, it won't happen on every item, but like for me, I think the 15th of this month I did it, I shipped out like 18 packages. The 15th of last month, January, when I did it, I shipped out like 23 packages. It works. Anyway, I think that is pretty much it for the video tonight. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below and let me know what you think. If there's anything else that you want to know, if there's any questions that you have about my Poshmark ritual every single night. But like I said, a lot of it is just following and sharing my own stuff and following a crap load of people. And I will see you guys again in another week. March, we're going to start talking about finances. I am on a journey right now to pay off and I'm making some actual headway, and I'm learning a lot of things along the way. Being a single parent and owning your own business, it is very difficult to budget, and it is even more difficult to budget extra money to start paying off debt. So the first video in March, I'm just going to go through and give you a little introduction of what my situation is and how I got in the situation and what my plan is to pay it off and how far I've gotten and how far I'm going to go, because I'm going to do the damn thing. All right. I thank you guys for subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification button so you know when I post my next video, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.